Atticus, for those who might not know, is a powerful writing and book formatting software designed to make the self-publishing journey smoother and more professional. It's often compared to tools like Vellum, but with a key differentiator. It's web-based, meaning you can access it from anywhere, on any device. But beyond its robust formatting capabilities and ease of use, a burning question has been on many users' minds. Can you collaborate on Atticus? The short answer, as of now, is no, not in the real-time Google Docs-style sense that many people envision. Atticus doesn't currently offer simultaneous co-authoring where multiple users can be in the same document at the exact same time, seeing each other's cursors and edits. This is a crucial distinction, and it's important to manage expectations around it. However, that doesn't mean collaboration with Atticus is impossible or even difficult. It just requires a slightly different approach and understanding the current capabilities of the platform. Think of it less as a live co-writing session and more as a streamlined pass-the-baton system. Here's how you can effectively collaborate on Atticus with other writers, editors, or even proofreaders, using its existing features and a few smart workarounds. Method 1. The save and share approach. This is the most straightforward method and relies on Atticus's cloud-based nature. Since your Atticus projects are stored online, you can easily share access to them. How it works. Main author creates the project. One person, the primary author or project manager, creates the book project in Atticus. Shares login credentials. Carefully. This is where it gets a little tricky and requires trust. To allow someone else to work directly within your Atticus project, you would need to share your Atticus login credentials with them. Pros. The collaborator has full access to the project, can make direct edits, format, and even export the book. This is ideal for very close collaborations where trust is high, such as co-authored books with a shared income. Cons. Sharing login details always carries a security risk. You are giving someone full access to your account. This method is not recommended for client work or collaborations where you don't have a very high level of trust with the other party. Pass-the-baton editing. Once the collaborator has access, they can make their edits. The key here is to establish a clear workflow. Communicate. Before anyone starts, decide who is working on what sections and when. Save frequently. Both parties should save their work often. Log out/inform. When one person is done with their editing session, they should save and log out, or at least inform the other person they are finished. This prevents potential conflicts where two people are trying to edit the same section simultaneously, which could lead to one person's changes overriding another's. While Atticus does have some autosave features, explicit communication is always best. Method 2. Exporting and importing chapters for review. This method is far more secure and is highly recommended for working with editors, proofreaders, or even beta readers where you don't want to grant full access to your Atticus account. How it works. Author works in Atticus. The primary author does their writing and initial formatting within Atticus. Export chapters for review. When a chapter or section is ready for review, the author can export it. Atticus allows you to export your manuscript in various formats, including DOCX, Microsoft Word, collaborator edits in Word, or similar. The collaborator, editor, proofreader, receives the DOCX file and performs their edits using track changes in Word. This allows them to suggest changes, add comments, and highlight areas for improvement without directly altering your Atticus project. Author imports changes. Manually, this is the most labor-intensive part of this method. Once the collaborator returns the edited DOCX file, the primary author needs to go back into Atticus and manually implement the accepted changes. Pros. Extremely secure. No sharing of sensitive login information. Allows collaborators to use their preferred editing tools like Word's track changes, which are industry standard for editing. Clear audit trail of suggested changes. Cons. Requires manual re-entry of changes into Atticus. This can be time-consuming, especially for heavily edited manuscripts. You're essentially working outside of Atticus for the review phase. Method 3. The copy and paste workflow for smaller edits or specific sections. This method is a variation of the export/import approach and is useful for smaller, more targeted feedback. How it works. Author copies text. The author copies a specific section or chapter from Atticus. Pastes into collaborative document. The author pastes this text into a collaborative document like Google Docs or a shared Word online document. Collaborator edits in collaborative document. The collaborator makes their edits and comments directly within Google Docs or Word online, leveraging their real-time collaboration features. Author copies back to Atticus. Once the edits are finalized in the collaborative document, the author copies the revised text and pastes it back into the appropriate section in Atticus. Pros: combines the real-time collaboration features of other platforms for specific sections, while keeping the main manuscript in Atticus. Good for quick feedback loops on specific passages. Cons: can be cumbersome for an entire manuscript. Formatting might get lost during copy-pasting, requiring reformatting in Atticus. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.